Hey, I'm Marsky and welcome to my peek at the intro of the Charlie Jape, that is Lord of the Rings Online, a game released in 2007, operated by Stand Stone Games, and apparently getting some better visuals in the years to come. This is not a guide, just a peek at the starting quests of this free-to-play game.
This, my friend, is a pint.
Game has an intro and a prologue, and at level 20 you get to partake in skirmishes, which are apparently a quick way to level, told to me by a level 130 player in the game. Thank you, Rosemary, wherever you are at the moment.
Stretches forth to reclaim it. In ages long past, the Witch King gathered a dark army in Angmar. Once again, he calls a vast horde from the depths of Kandum to march upon the lands of Middle-earth and lay them to waste. Aragorn and I hoped the Rangers alone could hold back the Witch King's advance, and that Angmar's strength had not yet grown too great. We were wrong.
Gosh! Fight!
You must unite the free peoples of Eriador and inspire them to stand against Sauron. For if you do not oppose the army of Angmar, then all the lands of Middle-earth will fall forever into darkness and shadow. War is at hand. The time is now.
After that swanky cinematic, you get to make your character. I made mine an elf minstrel who hails from Linden.
While visiting the refuge of Ithilien under the care of your master, you find yourself in the midst of a brutal attack by greedy dwarves of the Dowerhand family. Their king, Skorgrim, thirsts for power with an unnatural lust, and you are in the eye of the storm.
You cannot tarry here any longer.
So you land in the middle of a fight between the dwarves and the elves, and your first quest is to open the satchel. You are now armed to the teeth and equipped to fight the dwarves. Then you go to a guy called Talagan Silvertongue, who teaches you how to fight. I battle against him with dodgy lute music, and then there's crashing at the gates. Skorgrim's forces draw near. Apparently this Dowerhand dwarf leader believes that some relics
No time to waste.
could give him immortal life. Next quest is simply to follow Talagan outside and defend the city. You practice your ballots against the dwarves, and once you've gotten rid of them, well, 5 of them, you must join the others and try to stop Skorgrim. Talagan destroys the library, burying Skorgrim with him. So the relics are buried with Talagan, and you continue your journey to Thorin's Gate.
The old refuge of Ithilien lies abandoned, a ruined testament to the greed of Skorgrim Dowerhand. 600 years after its fall, dwarves inhabit the ancient halls in the mountains, and Elrond of Rivendell, sensing a threat, has sent his sons Elrohir and Eladan along with a company of elves to investigate.
600 years just flew by.
It is interesting that the dwarves arrived
Both elves and dwarves are at Thorin's gate because of premonitions and bad handling of the region. You get a quest to seek Merethen's insight on a dream Elrond had.
Maid of Onan, what do you make of this riddle?
I was the one who led the party here, but there is a slight flaw in my thinking.
The flaw being that the dwarf who got buried with Talagan in the library is actually alive. After this you do some minstrel skill training, and then you're off to find out if this Skorgrim dwarf really is dead.
I do not think I have the will to go back into that place. I was here when Athelion fell.
Maid of Onan.
You talk to a few of the survivors, and in search of Skorgrim's body, you venture into a mine. You fight a couple of nasties, and then you discover that the body is in fact gone, replaced by poisonous-looking flowers. Your next task is to follow the trail of flowers, and you end up finding a company of dwarves.
Pay your respects at Skorgrim's tomb?
Skorgrim was king of the Dour Hands, and in order to find out whether he's dead or alive, I need to play nice with the dwarves and pay my respects at the former king's shrine.
What do you want? It will be a busy day for all my...
I guess my question, can a game capture me in its first 30 minutes, should be answered here. I'd say, as a Lord of the Rings fan, yes, it actually does. You kill some beasts and collect some sludge. Then you get a bit tired and you have a vision.
Listen to my words. You know me and I know you. You are one of my kin. One day we will take the ships into the west, but it is not yet time. I will not long disturb your sleep. I can visit you in dreams for only a short time. I have looked into my mirror and seen much that worries me. Let me show you. You are near to wakefulness. The last tendrils of sleep will soon release you. You ask why I wanted to show you this? It is for one reason. I saw you in my mirror. Not once or twice, but often. Whether you desire it or not, your fate is tied to that of Middle-earth.
After your visions, you band together with Dwalin and the elves to stop the Dowhan's plans to bring their former kin back from the dead.
It would seem that Gormor and the Dowerhands have allied themselves with evil, fell spirits of old, just as Skorgrim himself did long ago. Now Ivar the Bloodhand, a gaunt lord, threatens to sway the Dowerhands to evil with the terrifying ritual about to take place in Skorgrim's tomb.
There's evil in the air here.
Obviously, that didn't go as planned for the Dowhands. You meet up with the elves, you escape the tomb with Dwalin, and this ends the intro to the game. Next up is the prologue. After escaping the tomb, your character ends up in Celondim, and the rest of the game you can experience yourself. This game is free to play, and I'll put a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching my peek at Lord of the Rings Online. See you around!